And we are back for a bit of a different style. We are going into the middle of a series instead of the start of a series. But yeah, we're back with the for Dota 2 Open 3 for FSL. I'm Atomo and Jeremy's Omo. And we promised you guys a grand finals, but the semifinals between Pacific Pink and Foxy Gaming isn't over. They're 1-1. And we thought, hey, if we have, we got time. We can't do anything else. We might as well watch this amazing game because game two was
Yes.
incredible. I believe the draft is actually ready, so we can go to the draft and we can do a quick recap on game two. Pacific Pink was able to take an early Rax, but Foxy Gaming took two Raxes, and the Pacific Gaming had a great defense, but Foxy Gaming was able to repel them. It was like an 80-minute slugfest. There were three Divine Rapiers on the floor. Like Divine Rapiers, that I'm not saying that they were picked up. I'm saying they were left on the floor. Like
Yeah,
people did not
littered
even want
around.
them. So in the end, Foxy Gaming was able to take it. Now we're into game three. Pacific Pink starting off with the Bane Earth Spirit. Foxy Gaming, they won game two with the Medusa and Undying combo. So they are sticking. So yeah, they are sticking to that.
They want to run it back, right? Very understandably.
Yeah, I mean, Honey Lisa, she took the Undying. She was able to. She runs forward in the fight. She had the level 25 talent, so she dies. Tombstone dies again. Tombstone. She didn't care. And Medusa was able to win it because they blinked, like Lion blinked, jumped on her. I believe she had the Aghanim's either the shard or the. So either the shard or as well, she had both, the shard or the scepter.
Yep.
And one of them triggered off the hex. She got stunned, killed the lion, and they were able to snowball off that.
Yeah, just a lot of things going on in the last one. But what do you think about the support lineup here from the side of Pacific Pink?
Interesting start with the Earth Spirit. Earth Spirit feels very tempo heavy. Like late game, the hero does nothing really. Once you get the Aghanim Scepter, she can sort of do something with that. Turn people to rock to save or disable. But she does a lot of damage early on, but all of it's removed by dispels or magic immunity. Her control also is lackluster late game. I don't love it. I like Undying more than both the Bane and the Earth Spirit, basically.
Okay. So let's see how this one has to play out here. What do you think would be good around the Medusa then? So the Undying is really great to complement that, but if you really show your key card this early on, what do you think they really need to help her out here?
Just people to keep them away from the Medusa. Like in the previous game, they actually had a Rubik 4 who could lift the Medusa and pull her back with the shard.
Yeah, that's nice.
so like if she was in trouble, they also had a Pango as well as a Void Spirit. Great heroes to go in and out. And they both got Wind Wakers. So when Medusa was caught, like she's in the air for 5 seconds, flying towards her base, and there's literally not a single thing you can do about it.
I didn't even know you could Wind Waker your teammates. That's crazy.
That's what the whole thing's supposed to be like. You can use it to save allies, which is insane. Razor comes out.
Indeed.
Razor comes out for Pacific Pink.
Pick.
They're gonna go with the Lion. Same draft as the previous game so far. Oh no, actually the Lion wasn't picked for them. They had their position for was Rubik. Sorry, so a bit of a change here.
Oh, I do really like this Mars Medusa combo though.
I do too. Like it's so good against the Razor because so far, you look at the Bane and the Earth Spirit, they don't actually do damage to the Medusa later in the game. So you only worry about the lockdown. But Mars already absorbs all the damage from a Razor, and you don't really care if he dies. And we talked about keeping people away from the Medusa. And Mars is incredible at that.
Yeah, as well as if you get a nice arena of blood, Medusa can just walk in and shred everybody in there as well. That's gonna be super cool. While screaming.
She's more like staring at them, right? I think is she screaming?
Is she the one screaming, or is it the snakes? That's the question.
I think
it's the snakes, right?
The snakes scream, but her eyes are the ones that glow red and stuff like that.
Right.
Poor Medusa.
Okay.
Pacific Pink now. I feel like you could go with a Lifestealer Juggernaut for the magic immunity. It works great against the Mars, but I don't know if these go with the Doom. All right. I don't know if these heroes really scale well enough to take on the Medusa. Like Medusa, you want to go late game against her, you need something like a Terrorblade or Troll Warlord. I mean, you gotta get something that is heavy late game. Spectre's also...
these aren't really the answers, right? In the last game, didn't Pacific Pink have a Terrorblade and still weren't able to beat it out? They did. They had a Terrorblade last game. But this game, they don't have any form of late game damage, so what's really gonna kill the Medusa?
We'll have to find out very soon because... Interesting that they're banning out the Invoker because I'm not sure it's gonna. I don't know if it's gonna be like a Razor carry and a Doom off lane, but that's what they believe. Like they think that it's gonna be a Razor carry. I don't know if I'd love that. I do think Razor benefits from being up against the Mars, and that's good for the Razor, but you need something stronger. You need a better carry. It cannot be the Razor.
I mean, if they do a Razor
10
carry, then they're
seconds
on a
remaining.
massive timer, right? They have to end the game by like 20, 30 minutes, right?
5
Yeah,
seconds
especially
remaining.
because Doom, if you Doom the Medusa, she does not care. Because she's not one of, she's like, oh, you're Doom. I'm like, all right, I just hit you. Like, you're not disabling my
I'm
mana.
still tanky.
Especially if she ulties early, but even so, she has the mana shield and she has the split shot. So
Yeah.
Doom does nothing unless you have the items and you break her. That's a little bit better, but it's not enough.
It takes a while, right?
Yeah. So Foxy Gaming, they need a mid for sure. Where Pacific Pink, I think they need a carry. I think you put the Doom as the mid laner and the Razor's the off lane, or even Razor mid if you want
Dire
to.
team
They
pick.
do have last pick, so they can decide what they want. They take out the Lina.
Okay.
I'm kind
Well,
of.
pos one options. What are they really left with if they want to pick up pos ones here on Pacific Pink?
Terrorblade's still there. Lifesteal and Juggernaut are
10
pretty good for the
seconds
laning
remaining.
stage. Not sure how they would scale in the late game completely, but they are pretty
5
solid in the laning
seconds
stage
remaining.
at least. Troll
Diffusal
Warlord.
gyro.
Diffusal Gyro. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe like we don't actually know. I do think that Gyro versus Medusa, you'd favor the Medusa though. Like
Yeah.
I just would go with Medusa on that one. Troll Warlord is good, and
Radiant
Spectre if you want to play a
team
different kind of game, and they go with
Wind
the Wind
Ranger at your
Ranger.
service.
Okay. Wind Ranger mid here. So does this mean you can put the Doom mid? Because that matchup doesn't seem too bad, right?
I agree. And Razor, you can just put the Razor into off lane and be like, all right, you can at least
10
bully the
seconds
Undying.
remaining.
Probably not gonna kill the Medusa unless
5
Respite rolls in,
seconds
kicks the
remaining.
Medusa back to you. Then you have a Razor stack. Like that's not so bad. Like that's legit. Pacific Wing does have very strong, heavy lockdown with the Doom and the Bane. Like that is pretty strong. All right, I feel it in my soul that it's gonna be a carry in Pacific Pink.
Oh boy, but what's it gonna be?
We'll find out how much my soul is worth in a few seconds.
Yep. So many carries banned away.
I think Spectre is a hero you want to go with. You're up against a Medusa who farms. Like she takes a while to farm. You're up. No one on the enemy team is really a good Silver Edge builder. Wind Ranger can get it, but she's not ideal. I think Spectre is the way to go. How are they gonna go with?
What's it gonna be?
Luna
You may now
instead.
select your heroes.
All right.
Okay, at least it's a pos one.
I mean, yeah, I like right. That's where we're going. We definitely want to post one here. It is going to be the mid lane. I think Magic is their mid laner, so she's going to be that mid lane Doom, and of course NM is going to go on the off lane Razor. I like that. I just want
to say really quickly how much I love this Moss set. It's so nice. There's so much going on.
It is. Oh, and by the way, he has a Medusa head.
Yeah, he has the Medusa head. He's killed his own teammate.
Like what the hell is that supposed to mean? I love it. Do you think that I think these are all like Greek god weapons and stuff, right? Because I think that spear is like Poseidon's spear or something like that.
Let me go take a look at the set really quickly. Right? See if I can figure it out.
We'll check it out in game, right? We'll be like,
yeah, we're loading into game. Last match as Luna, 18-9-11. Not the worst.
Pretty good, Lion.
Pretty good.
How many games with Lion? Oh man, I moved my mouse at the last second. Now I can't see.
159 to 101.
Oh, not bad.
Not bad.
Like,
pretty good win rate indeed.
Like winning with Lion pubs is pretty damn good.
Normally. Prepare for battle.
All right, so Luna is gonna be laning with the Bane. That's pretty good because now you have like a bit of lockdown from both. The extra damage from the Lunar Blessing really adds up with Bane once she uses the Nightmare. So that's very solid laning stage you got for the safe lane. Top lane is going to be the Earth Spirit and the Razor. It depends on how well the Earth Spirit plays. Like Razor is gonna play as the Razor way. Like there's nothing she can do that's fancy. But if Earth Spirit can kick people in, that's gonna be a big deal. Particularly the Undying will be susceptible to both, I think. I mean, it's just a farm fest.
Smoke though. Where are they going with this? Oh, he walks uphill. He gets caught out by Bane Sleep. That's gonna be a pretty big tether here though for the Razor. But it looks like KJ is just gonna be a bit caught out on the Earth Spirit. How long till the next row? Maybe they can get on some Undying. Nope, that's it. Seems like the fight's a bit over here.
Yeah,
A bit underwhelming.
I think that the nightmare they threw a nightmare, then Razor actually hit the person who was nightmared.
Yeah.
Transferred, and you're like, whoops.
It's not what you want to see.
For the dire side, I think mid lane you'll be fine. Neither one really has kill potential over
battle
the other.
begins.
If one of them is going to kill the other, I think it's going to be Wind Ranger early, then Doom later on, like once she has Doom. Bottom lane is going to be the Mars as well as the Lion. Now that's if they get a good stun on, like Lion's a good stun, you can easily bring down the Bane with a spear, with the God's Rebuke. There's a lot of damage there, so Bane and as well as Luna both have to be careful because of that. Oh, they're actually
What to look out for?
Bane is top. They want to get that first blood early.
All right, Bane has the nightmare here. They're gonna be bullying this lane pretty hard.
Where's Earthspirit? Nowhere near.
Yeah, nowhere near. He's not gonna make it here in time. That's a bit desync. It's a bit unfortunate.
And Naomi teleports bottom. No mana on her. Oh.
Okay, just going very aggressive on the Honey Lisa here, but he's an Undying. He's a big boy. He can take it.
Yeah, and look at bottom lane. She's got 6 magic wands charges as well as a mango, but you still show up with like basically nothing to the lane.
Yep. I mean, he doesn't have the I'm not sure what to call it, Rain Step, I think it is. So that's gonna hurt him a little bit here in this trading. Just the Nightmare.
Yeah, the Brain Sap's like 150 HP advantage for you, but
Yeah.
Nightmare, if once Luna gets, she does have that point of Lunar Blessing, so that 5 damage really adds up for an auto attack. On the other, overall though, I do feel like Brain Sap is usually the better skill, but they might have taken Nightmare just because they thought they had it.
Oh, this is nice. The Earth Spirit here to set up the Razor. Unfortunately, they missed out on the block, but a lot of damage being sucked by this Razor. It's getting pretty aggressive here.
Gotta say, KJ probably would need an Orb of Venom when you're up in this lane. Like, 12% slows doesn't seem like much, but it really does matter. Like, it makes a huge difference by the end of the laning stage. So, just now they would have probably been able to get that body block off if they had an Orb of Venom. So, there's opportunity cost, right? You go for the Orb of Venom, you lose some gold, but you can guarantee a kill maybe.
Yeah, that would have been nice to see. Well, we'll have to see if he's not opting to pick it up. He's just going for the magic wand here. I mean, I feel like it's in a war of attrition. Eventually they'll win out.
On whose side? You mean the Radiant?
On the side of the Razor.
Yeah. I mean, they just do so much more damage. Yeah, the others. Yeah, it's like Foxy Gaming has to heal with the Undying. That's great. Yeah. But you're not gonna be healing that much. And it's like once the roll comes in, there's that like so much damage. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, he was actually pretty big right now, but I don't think it's gonna be enough to save him.
Nice flow. Nice flow.
He makes it out. One more hit from the Razor is gonna be enough to take him down here. Eventually, he's gonna be able to find that. No push just yet. There we go. Has the boss. Nana comes back a bit too close though.
I love the kick.
Burning all the mana away.
I love the kick at the end. Like here, eat it. But this is we mentioned it. This is sort of how we expect the lane to go. Undying Zone's gonna suffer, but she suffers for a good cause. The Medusa is. Actually, her farm is not that great, but she can recover. Like, Medusa is the important factor here. I'd much rather be the Undying dying than, be a Medusa who's suffering this lane. So, it's smart by Foxy.
Oh, tries to go for the pull, even uses the sleep for it, but it's not quite gonna work out here. This lane's still pretty even, which is nice to see. The Luna is basically free farming right now.
Yeah, I mean, she's 15, so, she's feeling a bit of heat, but definitely not like the Medusa.
Not like the Medusa, yeah, relatively.
But bottom lane, I think Luna might be in trouble.
Yeah, but Cat Chaser is gonna die in exchange for it, I think. One of them's gonna pick this one up. No one's gonna pick this one up just yet. Roll in 2 seconds. Light cancel it. Not quite enough. He might be in trouble himself. Gets knocked up by the roll. Naomi doesn't have a spell available just yet, but there we go. Has the Brain Sap. That's gonna be 2 kills straight back. Not a bad situation. You do lose your +1.
Yeah, and they did have to rotate the Earth Spirit. And you can see now that Razor without the Earth Spirit like not exactly the same lane dominance. You know, Medusa's actually almost the same in CS as her. So when they had the Earthquake top, you're like, oh, the lane's going really well. They rotated her out. They had to save the bottom lane, but now Medusa is actually the same net worth as the Razor. Ahead, in fact.
Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate to see. That support rotation down to the bottom lane here probably gave the Medusa a little bit of space there. So we'll see what he can do with his timings, where he can get a little bit more farm. I mean, I feel like once Razor gets level 6, that's probably his big time to go for a play here, right? Oh, and Chaser. Missing out on the spear.
They might be considering keeping the Earth Spirit bottom and being like, yeah, just get the sleep off, get the roll in, and get secure kills, and they might be going for that right now. There we go. Oh,
blocked by Sleepless though. That's a little bit unfortunate. He might die himself. Mr. Bane has the Brain Step to keep him safe. Huge impale there on 2. That's gonna keep them safe for that much longer. But this tri-lane is starting to be a bit scary.
I mean, it's a bit scary, but the fact that no one died and you're crushing top means that they're actually winning. Like the Foxy's winning the tri-lane because you are putting so many resources bottom. This means that you are letting Razor suffer top to get more kills bottom, and you're not getting that. And Razor is suffering top. Like she was expected to sort of crush this lane with the Earth Spirit, and now she's not. So
she would have a much better game with the Earth Spirit here. So I'm not sure why they don't move her back.
I just love the way that Sleepless actually took the rolling boulder. You know, like she was like, "Oh, she's gonna roll. You know, she's gonna roll in. I'll take it for you, buddy."
That's teamwork right there.
That is friendship.
But Wind Ranger now bottling a double damage. This could be big, right? You see her moving down towards the bottom lane as well. Maybe looking for a bit of a gank here with the DD.
And Betas, they're out here at all Beta actions have one. Oh,
no!
This is a bad time to go there.
Dead. Absolutely nowhere to go. Just pop the DD, pop the Wind Ranger ultimate as well. Just like that, simple stuff. Takes it down with the focus fire.
Yeah. Great teleport. I mean, sorry, great rotation. Teleport straight back to the mid lane, so doesn't lose that much. I think she lost like a creep wave or half a creep wave. Either way, not that much, and just gets a good kill. Good, but despite all this happening, we did talk about bottom lane being losing, mid top lane losing. Doom is farming up a storm.
He is. Like, while all this is going on in the side lanes, Doom is rapidly approaching his Midas. He's not really pressured at all.
Magic might want to consider rotating to a lane using Doom. It is such a long cooldown spell, but it's powerful. So you might want to, you show up to a lane, you Doom someone, get a kill. It doesn't matter who. Like, it could be Honeydew. It just gives you a lot of map control to get that. Just free farming mid. Oh my god, that is...
He's a 1v2. Oh wait, well, he's not a 1v2. The Earth Spirit came back up.
But that's what you see when the Earth Spirit shows up, right? Like, that is how bad it is for the Undying as well as Nana. Oh, there you go, Sleepless.
A lot of damage onto this Bane right now. The follow-up's not really there from Luna. And the boss, I mean, he's so tanky, but 3 members on top of him means he probably will fall. Doom is coming down as well, looking for a Doom for himself, but I don't think he's quite gonna find anything. Nice! The nerve spikes there. Unfortunately, that spear is not gonna catch Luna, and will drop Cat Chaser and does die here.
That definitely was the next level play right there. Still, it was a big rotation, so, you know, Pacific Bank, they're like, yeah, we got the kill, it was a good kill, but we did have to rotate quite a bit of people there. Still fine though, like, it's still better than not.
Kill's a kill, right?
Kill's a kill.
And a lot of pressure onto this tower as well, but Wind Ranger is TPing up, I believe. They're trying to see if they can kill the Razor. Has caught the fire. Nowhere at all you can run. Wind Ranger TPs in, punishes you for overstaying.
But see, this is what a better rotation looks like. Wind Ranger shows up, instantly gets the kill, is able to farm, and immediately Lisa goes mid. Hopefully she'll make it. Oh, that's a good Doom. Like, that is actually
Doom onto a level 4 plus 5. I can't help but feel like that's a bit of a waste. Sleep is here as well. That's just gonna be a turnaround. I think they're gonna get at least one more here. Magic might drop to the last tower. That seems to be a big mistake. Razor in though. He's gonna try to get Cat Chaser. Nice spear coming in, but they're not gonna be able to find anything, and that's the end of that. Feels like mistakes coming true.
Oh, I like the Undying's coming back in time after he
Well, Spike doesn't land. Bane is coming back. The slow isn't here, and that's gonna be at the end of that fight. But Doom was committed, like you said, such a long cooldown, and they don't find anything significant with it.
I mean, I like the idea that she was gonna go just doom the Undying get out. Like, I think that is, you know, we have a disagreement about this, but for me, I'm one of those people who's like, I got a spell, I can get a kill, use it. Like early, especially early on.
Yeah.
You know,
That's true.
If you can RP a
Dire's
Crystal
top
Maiden,
tower
it's
is under
worth it. It
attack.
gets you a kill. But
We take those, right?
we take those every time, baby.
Yeah.
The problem is that
Dire's
like
structures are
they got good
fortified.
rotations coming out after. They weren't able
Dire's
to burst
top
down the
tower is
Undying.
under attack.
They were pretty deep against a Mars arena, so that was fast.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And we gotta note as well, like this hard camp here, or this camp here in the Ancient Triangles area as well, has been getting stacked a couple of times now. I don't know who's
Dire's
been the
top
one
tower
taking
has
it,
fallen.
but it's been getting stacked a couple of times, so that's a nice little bit of extra goal going over to the Dire.
Oh, John Benedict.
Yeah, that's a big use of the focus fire onto Naomi, but she just gets slapped. That's a pretty good answer to that, but it's not gonna be enough. Great set might keep him safe though. They don't quite get the kill into Bane. They're trying to turn this one around. Honey Lisa drops. They don't find the Mars arena is used. That's gonna be enough Spirit taken down, and Cat Chaser just runs right out of there, and that's the end of that fight. But while all this is going on, look at where the Mirana is. She's been farming the top half. She's been farming the mid side. So both boss ones, they're living their best lives right
Radiant's middle tower is under
Luna
attack.
cosplaying as Mirana. Huh?
Radiant structures are
now.
fortified.
Luna, sorry, not Miranda. They're both
Dire's
riding a
top
horse.
tower
They
is
both
under
Get it
attack.
mixed up
They're
sometimes.
both like lunar themed, you know.
Yeah, yeah. What's the name of their faction? It was in the Dragon's Blood and everything, but I keep forgetting.
Were they the Dark Elves or something?
No, the Dark Elves were the ones that they were killing.
I haven't seen the anime yet.
What?
Well, to be fair,
Okay, you gotta check it out.
is it really that good? Because I've heard
It's not that good, but still, you gotta check it out.
You gotta check it out because you gotta know, right?
For the culture, yeah.
I mean, I know that Mirana is the priestess of the moon. Luna's...
Yeah, they all like work for Salamene or something like that.
Does she? They work for Salamene. I'm like, does she offer dental? You know, just like,
Sorry, they serve Salamene.
there you go. That's much better. That's like more accurate in my opinion.
Yeah.
But despite everything, Pacific Pink, they're doing pretty well, you know. They don't serve Salamene, they serve themselves. Luna, second in terms of net worth. She's got that Mask Command. She can farm at the same speed as Nana did, you know? I just don't know if that's going to be enough to actually go late game against the Medusa with the Luna.
Yeah, we'll have to see, right? I feel like they're very reliant on some mid-game timings, but I don't know if that's gonna be a good win condition here. What do you think about that?
For Pacific Pink?
Yes, for the Radiance.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Like, you have to. Razor just doesn't scale. Like, you look at three of their heroes, they don't scale that well. Bane, late game, yeah, Fiend's Grip is always great, but later on it becomes harder and harder to get it. You're up against Lincolns, and your allies could get Wind Wakers, which we saw them do last game. Like, you Fiend's Grip, the guy gets Wind Wakered. Is that a word? Is that a verb? Can I Wind Waker him? I don't know. But he gets Yuled up. They get
Wind Woke.
You know, they got Tornado. They're flying in the sky. So it just becomes a lot harder. Bane's a tough hero to play, and yeah, they're definitely on a timer. I feel that. Oh,
Lost Medina gets pushed onto Razor, and he just gets taken down by the finger. 2 outs being expended, but it's very worth it. You pick up the Razor. We talked about how he doesn't scale. He needs to find timings now, and he's just getting punished.
yeah, and you can see already Razor is the lowest net worth of the cores. That's scary to see, and that's a juicy stack. Like right there, Medusa might be going for it herself. She does have like a Honey Lisa with her on the Undying just to help if they need her. Tombstone is great for clearing out those giant stacks. I obviously don't want Honey Lisa to take any stacks, but it helps. And smoke coming out here. If that was me though, and I walk into an enemy like stack, like 3 stacks, and I'd straight away drop it
is under
too.
attack.
Because stealing it is so good. I'm not gonna wait for anyone else to steal it.
Alright, now let's look at the map right now. It seems like Pacific Pink, they're trying to go for a smoke play here in the Dire topside jungle, but no one is here. It's just Wind Ranger. They do have the Doom
Dire's
Blink,
middle
though, so
tower
that might
is
be what
under
they
attack.
need to find a play here.
If she wind runs though, or she is.
Oh, she wind ran. She didn't. No one even knew she was there. Oh, they missed the Centaur Stomp. He needed to start with his E, surely.
Dire's
That's the problem. Once she wind runs, dooming her is so risky. Oh,
Yeah. Give them action in mid lane though. Luna gets caught from the get-go, saved by the bait, but already so low. Drops to the split shot, and this just looks bad here. the side of Pacific Pink. You're supposed to be stronger at this point in the game, but you don't get the jump. You fail the catch attempt, and that's it for the play.
Radiant's middle tower is under
The
attack.
thing I
This
love,
dead on the inside, truly dead on the inside.
the thing I love about the Dire support is that they're so much easier to play. You drop a tombstone and a heal on Undying, you did your job. You are beyond useful. But Naomi is much harder. Getting that sleep,
Radiant's middle tower
save, getting
has
Fiends,
fallen.
much harder to do. And then you look at Lion against Earth Spirit. Lion, I press R on the enemy. I know they're crying, but Earth Spirit, I gotta time my rolls. I gotta use my rocks in a specific way. It's much harder. So Foxy Gaming with the easy to execute draft it's really helping them out.
Yeah, and they have better scaling as well, so this is really looking like it's paying dividends for them here.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
KJ rolls in, sort of as a intimidation roll. Like,
Yes. It's about sending a message.
And about the power spike. Power spikes are great, but Undying is... I always think Undying is like the best hero in the first 20 minutes of the game. Like, no one else can team fight as well as him. So...
Yes, it's not always available. Here we go with the Blink. Highest net worth on the two, but it's not gonna be the thing when you just get taken down by the catch coming in from, like we said, right, easy to execute on the side of Dire right now.
I love how Earthspirit was able to roll through the Mars Arena.
Yes,
Like,
that's kind of weird.
That just happened. I know that some heroes like Miran can just leap over it, and you're like, this is the worst fence I've ever seen.
And it's not, it's like a huge wall, but you can just leap over it. It doesn't make sense.
Radiant's
Bad Rider can
structures
also
are
fly
fortified.
over it as well.
Yes.
So you're like, come on. Poor guy, you know. Maybe he needs the wall to be a little higher.
He definitely needs the wall to be a little
Radiant's
bit higher.
bottom tower is under attack.
Do you want to point out really quickly, Wind Ranger did bottle that double damage, so she's going to be pretty intimidating for the next couple minutes if they manage to find a fight.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Yeah, she
attack.
can probably like solo kill anyone.
Anyone.
Yeah, anyone
Yeah.
she can find them. And Medusa, by the way, slowly climbing up the net worth, getting pretty close, you know, nipping at the heels of this Doom. Looks like
Yes.
the TP was cancelled by the Earth Spirit. Huh. All right, no big deal. Mars has that Blink Dagger. Has been using it very effectively as well. All ultimates on the Dire will be available very soon, and I wonder if they're prepping up for a smoke. Lion does have a smoke, and 6 seconds for the Mars Arena.
Yeah, I feel like they're waiting for the arena, and once that's available, they're just ready to go here. We'll see what they can find with that, though.
The other
They've
side,
been using it very effectively.
Cat Chaser. They want to go for her. Oh, Doom! I can hear the Scorched Earth.
There we go, they get the Doom onto the Mars, and they say we will not let you catch us, we'll catch you first.
Good use of Doom. Like, very good use of Doom, and they're getting him down.
Radiant's
They
middle
also
tower
Scorched
is under
Earth and
attack.
walk in. The reason this is amazing is because it does damage to block the, to prevent the Blink from the Mars. So you have to like be pretty careful. You can buff Blink in, the AoE of the Scorched Earth is being up. So very well played by the team.
Radiant's bottom tower
This is exactly the kind of play that they need to find, right? We talked about how they need to hit these mid-game timings. And finally, I hope this is a sign of life here for the side of Pacific Pink.
They have a Brigand's Blade on the Luna. That's interesting.
Nice.
How that works out for her. By the way, in the oldie days of Dota 1, you know, the oldie days, Luna wasn't allowed to buy orb items. Oh well, here's this.
Oh, they're not though. Angelisa getting caught, drops the tombstone as well. This could be big. If they kill him, they get the tombstone too. Wind Ranger though, just gonna try to get the Earth Spirit. Hook Fire does get popped, so that's gonna be the end of the play. They do just trade, and that's gonna be dead.
Zombies, baby.
Unless they want the Raisin as well, it's not gonna be dead. They're gonna get him as well. No way he can really run the double damage, but so much damage.
Look at the zombies.
Look at the zombies. But yeah, what would you say? I'm actually really curious about back in the days of Dota 1.
Back in the day, back in the, you know, the old days when dinosaurs were around, you couldn't buy orb effects on Luna because the glaives would malfunction. So if you bought her like a Deso, like you disable her attack.
So she stops using glaives.
She can't glaive with them. So even when the game opens up, like there's a big message from Ice Frog in red, like in red text, that says, "Do not buy orb effects on this hero." Like Ice Frog was very clear about it. You know, don't buy Maelstrom, don't buy.
You love the spaghetti code.
It was a spaghetti code. That is
Radiant
horrible.
are scanning.
So watching the Brigands play,
Radiant's
I'm wondering, like,
bottom
does it
tower is
apply to
under
the
attack.
lunar hits as well, or just the main target?
Oh my god, I hope not, right? That would be so strong if it does.
I mean, she has it on the Luna, so maybe she knows something we don't.
I mean, the passive, not the passive, but the stats itself is really pretty good, right? 10 damage, 10 attack speed. That's nice.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Pupil's Gift is a little bit better, though, to be honest.
Yeah.
The 14 strength is so good. But it's still, like, if it works the way we're thinking, that applies to Lunar.
That would be really
Then
strong.
it's really good.
Yeah.
What about Wind Ranger? I'm looking at the neutral items now. Wind Ranger's getting close to that BKB, actually.
Essence ring picked up for her. That's nice.
Like 400 bonus HP. Use that before a fight begins. It's very good.
And maybe during the fight once as well.
Oh, that's true. It's not that long of cooldown. It's only 25 seconds.
Yeah, it's really short. Yeah.
The thing is, you want to
could-
use it.
if it's a long fight.
You want to use it early on because it gives you the max HP.
Yeah.
So.
But here's the thing, Otomo. She has an arcane rune now. She can use it 3 times in a fight.
Honey Lisa's gonna go for that glimmer cape. Love it. Lion does have the blink dagger if they need to engage. And
Yep.
here's a smoke on smoke action.
Doom is available.
Honey
Let's see
Lisa.
who they find. It's just gonna be Honey Lisa. That's not P1, and he gets turned around on. Counter engage on it. The save comes into the bait. They won't quite be able to find any cryo targets just yet. That's gonna be focus fire. That's gonna be Medusa just running down Doom. Can they get out in time? Not quite. You're running to the strongest members of the team once you run into them. And that's gonna be bad right there. Where is Luna? Is she even in this fight? She's not. She's pushing mid lane. It's a 5-on-4. There's nothing you can do.
The Honey Lisa deserves all the credit for that fight. First, she had the ward on the cliff. She put the tombstone on the cliff as well, so that no one would be able to bring down the tombstone. And the Doom, by the way, we talked about this Doom Medusa, never worth it.
Yeah, that's nothing, right?
She actually ulted before the Doom came out, so it was horrible. If you want to do Doom Honey Lisa, like I know.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I know we talked.
I mean, the best case is if you get Moss, right? But that's so hard.
Yeah, and taking out one
Radiant's
person
top
just to
tower
start
is
a
under
fight.
attack.
I don't know. I feel like those Dooms do. You know, whoever you catch, you dooming that person.
Yeah.
I mean, but not the Medusa. Not the Medusa.
But the crazy thing is, Pacific Pink still have a 4,000 gold lead. I thought they would be behind at this point. I guess a lot of that comes from the Doom.
It does, and also you have to wonder how relevant all that gold actually
I mean,
is.
that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Like,
Radiant structures are fortified.
What a
They
deny.
denied it with
Radiant's
the
bottom
Manta
tower
clones.
is under attack.
the Foxy gaming is so on point. Yeah, like Doom, he's got the Midas, and also one of her skills is Devour. It gives you more gold. So
Yes.
it's like as if it's a hero with 3 skills
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
in terms of like.
That's
the combo.
basically true. Yeah.
Radiant's
Like the
And
bottom
one of the
tower
skills
has
Doom in
fallen.
this game is not so
Dire's top tower is under attack.
well, it's not as effective as it usually is.
It would be great if the Doom went for the Aghanim Scepter. 6 seconds bonus of Doom, as well as breaking the split shot. Like, that would make a big difference. But I don't think that's something she's interested in right now. And BKB comes out for the Wind Ranger. Doom is going to go for the Shiva. Still a very solid
Top
item.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while till he gets that though. Not even a component picked up on that yet. BKB, the 9 seconds was used, but he's still gonna need to find something, get something
Radiant's
going.
middle
Luna has been
tower
farming
is
pretty
under
well.
attack.
Maybe that's what they need here.
It'll,
He could be available as well.
it'll definitely help. If Luna can show up with a BKB, get a good eclipse off, like, that makes a huge difference for them. I just...
Can they still eat through the Medusa at this point in the game? Who's buying the Aghanims as well, by the way.
Ooh. Yeah, they can. Like, Medusa is very tanky, but she's not unkillable. Like, we've seen the raid boss Medusa late game. She's not that stage yet because they have a lot of control on the other side. You know, and they have the Luna damage, which is pretty damn solid. So they can eat through the Medusa. Not in a second,
Radiant's
but they can.
top tower is under
We'll find out
attack.
very soon, right?
Radiant
Yeah, we'll find out very
structures
soon
are
because
fortified.
Medusa's starting the siege here, and the rest of the teammates are right behind her. What's the answer to this from Pacific Pink? Do they want to force something?
Love the Manta style action, you know. Luna and Medusa were like, alright, well, I'm gonna send my clothes and you send your clothes and we'll see what happens. no vision in this area if they want to go for it though. Last time they went for that clip, it was very risky. And there is a ward right there if the Radiant smoke up, so...
Yeah. That ward is gonna be pretty detrimental to their things unless they smoke early. Undying almost has the Glimmer Cape. That's gonna be nice and helpful here.
Radiant
Bane
are
very
scanning.
close towards that Aether lens.
Yeah,
Definitely,
that's huge. Right?
Yeah, you definitely want that before you smoke up.
But can you imagine being the Bane right now? Like, he does not have an easy task in the next game. Like, if he in this game rather, if he wants to out anyone, he gets cancelled by a million things.
That's why I don't like the hero. Like, I love the Undying pick so much more than the Bane because, that, like we talked about ease of execution, you know, and that really matters a lot. Oh, Bane might be losing her life very soon, actually.
Yeah, definitely. She's gonna get jumped on by, well, Medusa is the one behind her, which isn't really gonna be the best catch chance.
Well, the Aghanim is pretty good though. Like, you get that 1.2 second slow, stun. Oh, 1.3, that's pretty great. Alright.
What items does Medusa have right now? Let's look at that. Oh, Aghanims is completed already. That was fast. Okay, so Manta Aghanims is gonna pick up the Ag shot as well. That's cool. Nice little synergies going on here.
I like what Medusa. I feel like will bring more to the fights than the Luna because of that. Like an AOE stun like that, very strong. While Dire, they're hanging out here. They're itching for a fight. You get the feeling that they really want to fight.
Yes, they are. They are. And who can blame them? I feel like they're strong right now, especially if you come into them. That's what they want, right? They can answer with Marina. They can answer with Medusa. They do get a spear on Bane, and that's just that, right? He tries to put a ward down, but it's greedy there.
Yeah, and that's very greedy. Like, you already know that area is a danger zone because you had a big team fight there earlier.
Yeah.
In the meantime, yes, Medusa's farming, but Luna and Doom are both farming well. So you have two people farming well against only one.
Oh, they have Arcane. Maybe this is the timing.
Interesting. Not using the Arcane to get the lower cooldown on the Midas.
Yes.
That means that they really want to use that for a Doom. Or she just forgot. You know, she's like, huh? What?
Using Arcane to lower Doom cooldown is just so small brain. You got this big brain. Use that to lower the Midas cooldown. As well as the Devour. Get the gold going.
No, that's what, you know, be Mr. Banks. You know, instead of like... And also, just the actual Doom ability feels like it's not... what are you really gonna do? Wind Ranger will probably be able to wind run most of the time.
It's probably a support in this game, right? A support of Mars.
It does feel like that. It's just gonna be a support or Mars. Mars is the premium target.
Radiant's middle tower is under
But
attack.
he's gonna be hiding, right? He's gonna be somewhere waiting to blink onto you as well.
That's why Honey Lisa's job is so important. You go forward and you die, and you're like, you know, take me now, Lord.
Sad truth. Make sure you have buyback available, then you buy back in, come back, render Doom completely useless.
Get level 25. Oh, see, there's a smoke. Here we go.
There is a smoke available. They're trying to counter engage around on this one. They do see the Wind Ranger, but I don't think that's quite the target that they want. Shivas is completed here for Mr. Doom.
By the way, Lincoln Sphere coming out for Wind Ranger and Lotus Orb coming out for the Mars. Which, again, these counter both the Bane, Phoenix Grip, and the Doom, so itemization is perfect.
Like, you just put it on a Medusa and she walks in, right?
Yes. Oh, well, speaking of walking in, Bane.
Oh, they broke it. They're onto the Medusa. Nice Doom here onto the Undying, but he already gets down the Tombstone. And they're just going to turn this one around. Absolutely nothing basically. Fiend's Grip is not even a factor. They just get taken down. They're forced to run away. Luna is here now, but is it too little too late? Focus Fire just forces her away from the fight. And that's going to be the end of that one. They trade position 5s, but so much used on both sides.
Right, like everything used except the position 5 ultimates. You know, both Lion and Fiend's Grip are available. No, did not use Eclipse, but Phoenix didn't have to because it's like Wind Ranger's BKB right in front of you. Bane, I think, wanted to get the Fiend's Grip on the Medusa, but didn't realize she had the Aghanims. So she got, you know, turned into stone. And you're like, now I remember why that's a problem.
It just seems so difficult for the Bane to play out. When you run into a Medusa, she's screaming, your feet get cancelled. There's just nothing much you can do. They're gonna start a fight here though, as Roshan is basically down to about half health. Earth Spirit, nothing at all you can do. Stun just gets taken down. Doom gets chunked down, but he's not dead just yet. BKB gets popped by Luna. They're trying to go in. Razor's on top of the Medusa as well. Fiend's Grip finally gets used, but there's no damage. There's nothing following it up at all. Naomi's gonna drop. Magic is just watching this. There's nothing she can do. Luna drops on the back end of the fight as well. Magic looks like he's gonna get taken down by the Focus Fire, and it's just a full team wipe here for the side of the Dire. They're gonna come in. They're gonna finish up Roshan, and to me, Otomo, this looks like it's just all over.
Like, it was such a good play by the Dire draft. Like, they are going for, they're like, oh, we can contest. And they did. They're gonna steal their Aegis. The future was good. Like, you guys, this combo, everyone was dead. Her Spirit died very early because her HP was just not up there. So,
yeah,
man, it's getting tougher and tougher.
It's getting tougher and tougher, and eventually it gets to the point where you just really can't do anything anymore, right? And even though the gold lead is just 1,000 gold, I feel like we're rapidly approaching that point.
Right, it's just 1k, but I mean,
it doesn't feel like 1k.
Because, again, so much of the gold on the Radiant side is just inflated gold. Like, Doom hasn't been a factor because she can't really do anything. Yeah. Oh, I want to go back to the Doom on the Undying. She did Undying, but you noticed she already had the Tombstone up, and she also already had the ulti up. So she had like the 50.
Everything was used. She's ready to die.
She's like, Doom me, please. You know?
Yeah, please kill me.
And that was a bad situation to be in. And in general, it just keeps like it's going like that.
Well, not a good situation to be in, yeah.
Linken's
unfortunate, yeah.
And Lowe's are finished on the Dire side as well. So I think you can dispel the Nightmare, and you can also reflect like so much. Oh, as well as the silences coming out from Earth Spirit. That's also a really good thing to dispel.
Yeah, that's a good option here as well. Now I want to point out as well, this is game 3 in the series. We did see in game 1 Pacific Pink managed to pick that up. They played an 80-minute game 2 where they unfortunately lost out in the end, and it looks like, you know, the stamina is starting to pay off here from the side of Foxy. They are, you know, really turning it around in the series.
So if you want to talk about stamina though, whoever wins this series is going to go up against Terminator, who's had like a 2-hour break. You know,
Terminator chilling.
You know, we were talking about taking a nap. I imagine they did. Oh, BKB was used.
Yeah, I'm a bit jealous of them actually. Now that you mentioned that, Tier 2 does get dropped though, so that's something. Arena is used. No BKB. Luna is gonna get taken down. I don't think he's gonna survive here. They trade the Lion, but that's hardly worth it. Focus Fire takes the kill on Luna. Razor's still alive. I think he has a lot of damage stolen, but is that enough? They're just on this hop off the Mars. Where's the Lotus up on? Fiend's Grip not available here. You're not gonna be able to hold it down. And no Focus Fire, but Doom does get popped. The Wind Ranger, she does not have her Wind Run available, and that's just gonna be Doom taking her down. No, that's Medusa. A good fight here. Medusa's not here. That's not here. Jules cancels that as well. All 4 members get taken down. No Medusa, no game here for the side of Foxy. And it looks like this is the win that Pacific Pink needed to find.
And I do not mean to flame or anything, but Medusa did have the TP available during that fight. Like, she decided to take the tier 2 bottom as well as the outpost, which is good. Like, you got something out of it, but 10,000 EXP going in Radiant's in favor. You know, like that's a big deal. I think they now actually have the EXP. The EXP advantage was always on Dire's side. Yeah. Now it's cut in less than half because of that.
Yeah, this is a big swing around for sure. Hopefully it's enough. Eye of Skadi gets picked up by Medusa. I mean, the only reason we saw the fight go in the favor of Pacific Pink was because Medusa wasn't there, right?
Yes.
So that just begs the question, what happens when Medusa is there?
I mean,
is this still gonna be what it looks like? I don't think so.
No, if Medusa shows up, that's what I'm thinking. Like, Medusa showed up there with an Aegis, they're winning that fight. Like, you know, it's gonna be all for Foxy. It's just interesting to see Medusa deciding not to do that. Oh, look at that! Doom is going for Refresher.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. It's a very typical Doom build path, right? You just double Doom them. Why not?
I guess.
Get it on both supports.
Right. Can you imagine you show up, you're like, alright, you're out, let's play 5 versus 3.
That's exactly what they need. I think that's what they need for a team fight to really go in their favor. Now MKB gets picked up by the Luna. That's going to be really nice. She needs that damage.
I wonder if Doom is also going to be considering going for... Oh, she actually went for the 30 Doom DPS talent. She goes for Aghanims. That's 22 seconds of 90 damage that's pure. That's a lot of damage. You know, that's what? 90, almost 2000, 1980. That's an insane amount of damage if you go for the Aghanim's with the Doom.
Well, I do want to point out, I like what we're seeing here from the Earth Spirit. The Ghost Scepter, I think it's going to be very useful here. Up against the Medusa, up against the Focus Fire.
Yeah, I mean, it is mostly like magic, sorry, physical damage from Foxy Gaming. The fingers,
nice little spear. They get the follow-up. That's not where you want to be. She gets caught out completely. No saves available. Finger takes it out. Not even needing to use the Arena of Blood, and that's just unfortunate. Doom gets cancelled out by Lincoln Spear. They're just forced to run away. Arena finally gets caught. They use it to kill the Bane. There's nowhere at all they can go. Sleepless with the amazing blink hacks in. The moment the BKB timed out, they're gonna go into Doom as well. And I think this is it. I think this is a huge fight. Just swings the game wide open here for the side of Foxy. They're gonna take down another one. Nana is just so strong. She's gonna try to take down the Earth Spirit. Will it be enough? Sleepless sacrificing her life here to get in there and make sure that, you know, the members of Pacific Ping, they're tied up. Nice little blink from the Mars as well. That's gonna be it. It's gonna be a clean team wipe. 5 for 2. Team Foxy, they just destroyed them off the back of a pick on the Luna.
That was a very lucky power shackle shots, because you know that Earth Spirit was rolling like I'm going to come and help you, sis, and then she rolls in and she gets hit. She's the shackle target. Unfortunate. And actually, this one makes me think that maybe it's a good game to get the Aghanims on the Earth Spirit. Turn your allies into rocks.
You need some save.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you have to save with the Bane Nightmare, but that is just not enough right now.
Yeah, it's not enough. He wasn't in position either. And buyback from Razor used, but okay, it's gonna be enough to save this turret, but that's gonna be about it. Focus Fire gets used, Spirit right back. I don't really think you're gonna be going anywhere with this one. That's gonna be a dieback for Razor right now.
100 seconds.
That's unfortunate.
100 seconds without the Razor.
Do you think this is an end angle? Or at least multiple lanes?
I think maybe, I mean, they might, it could be like multiple lanes. Well, yeah, I mean, the mid bottom is actually exposed.
Yeah, mid bot, right? Yeah.
They smoke up.
Smoke gets used. They're trying to find something here.
What?
They find the Medusa, but can you really kill her? That's the question right now. Arena of Blood is up again. They do have the BKB on Luna. She's trying her best, but her best is not quite enough. Focus Fire shreds right through that. And you know what, Otomo? I think that's going to be lights out here. Pacific Ping, they had such a good start to the series, but Foxy, they don't give up, and they turn it right back around. No GG's caught just yet. Do they have buybacks available? They do on Luna, but she's the only one with buyback. That's it. That's going to be game.
Unless we see the infamous 1 versus 5 carry.
Yeah.
You know, the one that we... But other than that, it's looking like it's near possible. You can even see Sleepless right there. She's like, I do not want...
Very well positioned.
Like, I don't want Luna to show up and start bothering my friends.
Sleepless picked up the drums to just help his team end this one.
For the extra bonus attack speed is insane. And they notice
some moral support here.
KJ's like, yeah, that's alright, GG is called, and that's it. Like, Pacific Ping, great start to you know, to game one, like game 1, game 2 was very close, game 3 looks like Foxy, they had their number. They knew exactly what they needed to do.
The Medusa combo from them is just so insane. It just fits exactly how they like to play, how they wanna play out the games. The Medusa Undying. And I hope Terminator, they're watching this game and they're saying, you know what, maybe this is something we need to get rid of as well in our grand final matchup against them.
For sure, because it's like it's Medusa. Like Medusa, they're if you can't punish her, it's so much trouble. Honey Lisa is also god tier on Undying. Like, yeah, her net worth is barely above Naomi, but her impact is insane. The way she's able to break smokes, the way she positions the tombstone, uses her spells before she gets doomed. Like Foxy Gaming played really well. Game 2, I wish we had casted that one because that was incredible. Like Pacific Ping did not show, they weren't able to showcase all their skills in this game, which is unfortunate. But it also goes down to Foxy playing so well.
Yeah, and Honey Lisa, like if you just look at a KD 0 and 10, but those were very effective 10 deaths. She did exactly what she needed to do. She got her spells off before getting doomed. I feel like, you know, Foxy Gaming, they just defended their high ground. They defended their jungle so very well here.
They had the good stacks as well. Like Sleepless was able to do that. Some of it might go to sort of the lane decisions coming out. I feel like if you kept Earth Spirit top, you might have had a better lane. You know, when
the Razor suffered a lot, huh?
Yeah, Razor, and because they were winning, like they were winning top lane, but you move the Earth Spirit bottom, it's a 3 versus 2, and you have to get kills. At that point, it's not like you know we can get kills. Like you have to get kills in tri lanes. But still, really good play by Pacific Ping. They come in 3rd, 4th. You know, they had a good showing this tournament. We wish them all the best. Foxy Gaming advances to go up against Terminator, and that's going to be the best of 3. Which one do you think? I think Terminator looks a little stronger.
Terminator looks really good, and they seem like they have a lot of strategic diversity as well. Whereas from Foxy, we know this Medusa Undying works for them. But Bandit, what's next, right?
Yeah, we'll find out. We'll see if they buy it or not.
Yes.
But we're gonna take a little bit of a break. We'll come back to you guys with the grand finals, and we'll see you guys there.